Step in the box, sports cards fans. Welcome back to another episode of Batter Up with Brett and John. What's happening, John?
Oh, not too much. On the day before New Year's Eve, we're talking 2022 year in review. Can't think of anything better to talk about on the next episode of Batter Up than this. We've got a really fun agenda. No special guests this week. We'll save that to the new year. Promise you will not be disappointed with the next guest. Brett set it up. He's the man. You guys will not be disappointed. It's going to be amazing. How are you doing on this? It's Friday, right?
Friday, and I've been enjoying my Christmas break. And dude, I can't believe 2023 is wrapping up. It just seemed like Wander Mania was kicking off the year, and my year got started wonderfully with Wander Mania, and now it's J Rod Madness, baby, to finish it off, and we're going into 2020. 2023.
Yeah. I tell you what, I've watched a few year in review episodes right now. People talking about the top pulls of the year, the top sales of the year. The one thing I'm surprised they mentioned you. I think Slab Stocks Nate mentioned your card that you sold just briefly because it wasn't the card that he was mentioning, but it was the card that was the precursor to the card that he did mention, which was the actual Platinum 1/1, not the first edition Platinum. And he said that he was surprised that the Platinum 1/1 that was pack pulled from, I think it was like a Walgreens, that it wasn't selling for more. So he did. I don't know. Maybe your 1/1 will make another appearance in a year in review show coming up.
That'd be amazing. I'm hoping it shows up at the National next year. I want to get it in my hands and take a picture with it because I haven't touched it since it's been in a slab. But dude,
That's a great point. You don't know who the buyer was, so you never know when you'll see it, right? And it's only one, right? So unless somebody's advertising it like front and center, you may never see it. You may see a case and not even notice it. So yeah, that's very interesting point you raised there. So 2022, what a year it has been in the hobby. I think the first thing that I think of when I think of 2022 is prices were coming back down to normal for singles. Cards, even Grail cards, are a lot more attainable than they were. Always keep an eye out for players you want, because 2022 is a year that prices are trending down. They're still trending down, and I don't think they're going to spike anytime soon. So what other things do you have on your 2022 highlights before we get into some awards? We're going to do a couple series of awards. We'll get into that later. We've got a couple battle first, and then we're going to do a holiday box. Brett, who do we have to thank for these? Is it KC Card Connection?
We got to give a big shout out to KC Card Connection. His link is in the description. Go subscribe to his channel. He sent these to us for a box battle. Thank you so much, KC Card Connection. You're the best. So we're going to do a holiday box like in the middle, and we're going to finish it with update. So a couple box battles tonight. Kind of to piggyback off your last part of that, John, with the prices. Me and my hobby shop owner were talking about this. Even though the prices have leveled out, guys, this isn't like the junk era phase where things like were really bad, where nobody was buying. The prices are still great on a lot of cards.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still stuff selling. I just looked at an Erling Haaland card that I sold a few years ago. I pulled it, graded it, sold it sometime in 2020, like the summer of 2020. And that card's still about the same price that I pulled it and graded it. So certain stuff's higher, certain stuff's lower, but the market in general, people are so negative about the market. It's still pretty good, dude. I mean, Julio, I'm trying to buy a Julio Independence Day parallel, and the guy wants 900 for it, and that's raw.
Yeah, so, I think you just got to be. There aren't many of them, and they have to be pulled, so you've got to be patient on that one.
So that's one of the things. My other thing here is I wanted to start out with this is about a year ago, January 4th, 2022, Fanatics announced that they were buying Topps, and I give Topps and Fanatics a little bit of I'm a little more lenient because let's face it, man, Topps was in business for a long time. I don't know the exact number of years. They were always independent. They did their thing their way, and Fanatics took them over. And I don't know what date Fanatics really started. I mean, guys, we don't know the ins and outs, but they restructured. They moved
Yeah.
people. They had different teams. I guarantee you, the shipping department was different from top to bottom. They might have totally changed everybody. We don't know, but I
Yeah.
guarantee it. It go ahead, John.
I was going to say they might have even changed supply chains somewhat, merged supply chains. We'll get into that in a bit when we get to Trash Bag Awards. Got a lot of questions there. Fanatics, you'll have to answer them if you're watching.
But that restructuring that Topps did really changed this year, and I think it's a big part of the year because in years past, Topps products came out traditionally same time, same month, very smooth, and I thought it might have been the supply chain, but I don't. I think it was the restructuring within Fanatics and maybe a little bit of both. That's just opinion. And dude, the end of the year here, I'll never forget the number of products that have just bombarded us to finish 2022 is totally insane. It's
It
impossible to keep up, and the amount of money you need to have to be able to open a bunch of stuff is just insane.
it's true because it came right during the middle of one of the most intriguing flagship releases in a long time, where people are going nuts for it. And when it first came out, the first week this was out, people were like, "Oh, I don't know, I don't know. I'm gonna wait for Chrome Update." And then Chrome Update comes, and people are like, "Oh, I'd much rather have that." But yeah,
Hey,
that's
one more thing before we get into some of our first awards, and we want to get some chat as well from participation in the chat. Is I keep and I'm kind of tired of this. I keep seeing all the print runs. It's junk wax era. It's garbage. They made too much of it. I see it all the time, guys. Series one, they made a lot of it. Is it junk wax era? Not even close, but they did make a lot of it. Tougher pulls. But let me tell you what, this product right here, the odds are amazing, and there's amazing pulls. And just because you see a lot of boxes sitting around and you see a picture of 200 boxes, doesn't mean the product's junk wax. This stuff is good, dude. The pull rate's amazing. I think that's a misperception within the hobby that everybody seems to be on that keyword. It's junk wax. They printed too much of it. Blah blah blah. I do agree. There's certain products that it hurt more, but you got to find the stuff that's good, and it's out there. This year there was some good stuff. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. So
yeah.
why don't you head us into the good stuff?
So before we get into awards, a couple other 2022 news and notes. 2022 National. I went to the National. I went all days. Brett, you didn't go. I went live for you one day, which I thought was awesome. We went live on Wednesday for about an hour, maybe two. I met a lot of people. The one thing that I will take away from the National is great experience. So if you haven't gone to a National yet, try to fit it in your schedule. But obviously we know it's not cheap. Next year's in Chicago. If you're in the Midwest and it's a couple hour drive, try to make it there for at least a day or two. I went for 4 out of the 5 days. I learned my lesson. For me, I will not be going all days next year. I'm going to go 2 days. I'm just going to go Saturday and Sunday. Feel like you're going to get best deals on wax anyway on Sunday. Overpriced product at the National was prevalent, at least on the single side. People, I think, were probably still underwater from the kind of COVID boom, and they did not want to let go of the stuff for a loss. And that was very clear. A couple of people have mentioned that in some podcasts I've listened to. So we'll see how the 2023 National materializes. The other thing that's gone on in the hobby, because it's a hobby and there's a lot of ins and outs of the hobby, people try to fill the time with really just trying to poke holes at people. And rightly or wrongly, there's a lot of scandals and scams going on right now, whether it's with Backyard Breaks or Sports Card Investor or Sports Card Radio, or I'm probably forgetting a few, but you get the picture. It creates drama. AIH is another good one. He does do a good job of kind of telling it like it is from his opinion, and I do appreciate his content. So we'll see. That'll probably continue into 2023. Now, if there's really a there with regards to some of that, claims by a Sports Card Radio, then we'll see what happens. But if there's nothing there, it'll sort of die out and people move on. So we'll see. One other thing, I know I'm dominating here. I'll kick it over to you in a second. But when it comes to 2022 year in review, product on retail shelves again, and sales, which Meyer was the first to kind of go after it, which buy one, get one half off. I'd love to see Target do that. They have not done that yet, but sales on product again, which is also good to see.
Yeah, you're going to see some clearance coming up. There's a lot of product on the shelf. And again, the product that's just sitting there, I see tons of like Score football on the shelf. You could put that in the trash bag department, but dude, at the right price, people are going to buy it.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about Topps Chrome update in a minute for baseball.
Yeah, because
And
that's a great point. Because one thing, Target puts a lot more product on their website than they do in stores a lot of times. I feel like they made so much Chrome update, whether it be the hobby version, the retail version of the two variants of the retail version. I don't think there's any more versions to come out. That product is going to be around for a while, a long while.
If it's $50 a mega box, it's going to sit.
Yeah, it's going to.
If it's $20, people are going to go in and buy a couple here and there. You'd be like, I'll take a risk. There's an auto and a few in these.
Yeah.
Let her rip tater chip.
I agree. I think if it was the price of like a holiday, maybe $5 more, it would move. I think it was $30 a box. It would probably move pretty quickly. But again, I don't know if they have any motivation. Target doesn't seem to offer sales anymore on cards at all. They still seem to treat everything like it's COVID boom and yeah. So any other news and notes for 2022? I've got one more on my list, but
I think this is the one that you mentioned before we came in, but grading cards. I graded tons of cards. Everybody was complaining about how long it was taking. All these companies have gotten through their backlogs. They're all getting back to realistic grading prices. And the turnaround times are coming back to where you can actually grade some cards and get them back. SGC within a week, the last I heard. PSA, my last order was 41 days. I had a friend, his last order was 28.
Wow.
So grading is back. I know you were graded some cards this week. Me and Eddie got a 120 card order going out. I'm shipping it out tomorrow as long as the post office is open. Otherwise, it'll be next week. And it's great to see grading back and reasonably priced.
Yeah, I agree. And I finally got off the pot on that one. I'd been saying forever I needed to grade some cards. I finally just said, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to use somebody else's account or anything like that. I'm just going to do it myself. Wasn't as daunting as I thought. And I went and inspected the cards. I got them laid out. I've got them all kitted up. So I need to put them in a box, put the shipping label on, and or the little label that they tell you, and follow their instructions. But basically, get that order out by, like you said, like sometime next week. And I'll be excited to see how that one comes. I am wearing a very special shirt today that my wife got me for Christmas. I'll give a shout out to this shirt, but given the fact that I graded cards, this is one thing that I did do, and that is friends do not let friends grade base cards. So in my order, I have 0 base cards. They are all special inserts, short prints, super short prints, numbered cards. It's going to be really interesting to see how that one comes out. A lot of update in there and a few holiday super short prints. So,
hey, John,
yeah,
I tried to grade 2 base cards, a Julio Chrome update and a Bobby Witt Chrome update, both centered really well. And then you look at them and the surface is so bad. I'm like, I can't even send this. This is bad. This is real bad. So,
yep. No, I agree. We're going to rip a box first and then go into the awards?
Let's.
For 2022 year in review?
Yep, hey guys, we're going to start with our holiday box, which is a really fun product. Again, KC Card Connection, thank you so much for sponsoring this. His link to his channel is in the description. Make sure you hit him up. Support the channels. Hit up John's channel, ERB Sports, as well. We're trying to get John to 500 subscribers here. He's on the road, but there's 10 packs, 100 cards. Let's keep an eye for those short prints, John. I had a buddy locally. He pulled a Santa Claus relic on Christmas Day.
I think you're supposed to get an ornament in every box.
Should be on the side. Did you not get an ornament?
No.
They ripped you off.
Maybe that means the box is good luck.
Wilson Contreras.
It didn't fall on the floor, did it?
Here comes Brett with an SSP. How about the triple SSP, baby?
All right.
Make sure you check those codes, big dog.
Yeah.
Should have a relic or an auto.
This may take a while because I look at these meticulously because you never know what. Actually, the easiest way is just flip them over.
Yeah. I got a Bryson Stott gray.
All right. Let's see here. It's so weird in Holiday. The one thing I will say that you see is the teams that have, or the players that have changed teams, like C.J. Abrams with Washington. They just saw Emmanuel Rivera with Arizona. So players that change teams during the year, that usually ends up in Update, ended up in Holiday this time. That was kind of cool. All right, I got John Manning, gray one.
You've been busy working this week, but Mark says his frozen pizza's done. The other night, I was talking about the best frozen pizzas, that I was a professional frozen pizza maker, and we had a whole discussion on frozen pizzas during the live.
I got a Manny Machado super short print.
Ooh, baby.
I totally missed that at first. That's a code 20 on the back. He's wearing the necklace.
Oh, here's a Mookie. A Mookie. That's probably a candy cane bat.
That's probably a 19.
Dude, I can't even see the numbers, dude. I need my actually I can look at it. Hold on.
This is gonna be a We should be doing the awards while we're doing this because this is gonna be a while.
Yeah, this one's a 19. Mookie's a 19. We'll bust through it. It won't take that long. Stay patient out there, guys. While we're doing this, here's some of the categories we're doing. Trash Bag Award, Value Award of the Year,
Flagship Award,
Flagship Award,
Product of the Year, and then I added one after the fact as we were chatting pre live stream. Hidden Gems.
Hidden Gems. So hit that comment section. What do you think? Dude, I wish I could see a little better. I should have brought my guys. I have this nice little light with some, I don't know what magnification it is. It was cheap. It was off of Amazon, and it works amazing for not only the light, but just the magnification to look at codes on the back. I use it for all my videos. Haven't pulled my relic yet.
Me neither, unless you get an auto.
At least the one is really easy to see on the end of these. I can see the one. So far, Mookie Betts is my best one, and that's the regular short print, the 19.
Manny Machado 20 is my best.
And that's the SSP, correct?
Yep.
It goes 19, 20. Is it 21 right in a row?
21 is the ultra short print. I have a Wander going to PSA on that.
The one does not help me on the back of these since it's 21. Hopefully I'm not missing the SSP. What's up, Michael? Again, we're opening a box of Holiday right now, and then we'll do a box of Holiday at the end. Sponsored by KC Card Connection. Thank you. Hit up his channel. There's a Mike Trout. A Duran rookie.
You get about like 1 to 2 short prints per box. Usually 2. You got like one of the insert short prints and like a base short print.
My problem is I just can't see if it's 21. not going to be good.
If I got a 20, my guess is the next one I get's a 19. I got an Elliot Ramos border.
J-Rod base.
It's not bad.
Otani. There's a Lou. Okay, there's the second one. So I got two 19s, a Lou Bob, two candy cane bats. Two candy cane bats. That's probably seems to be like you might get 2 hits. I haven't got my relic yet. This might be the relic. Sold a card in an NFL tight end. That's cool. Eddie, who I sub cards with, he sold Ethan Roberts for the Cubs. He's a rookie, has been buying his own cards. CJ Abrams, I've hit some nice the metallic snowflakes out of this box.
I think I've hit better ones, but I'm not gonna rub it in.
Better ones?
I've hit 3 rookies so far out of the silver one, out of the gray border ones.
I have 2. Abrams.
Oh, you okay? So you have. Never mind.
Abrams, Duran, and Stott. Not bad. I mean, and here comes the relic, Rafael Devers.
We've got Sox, Eloy. Game used. Cool.
Well, that's my box, buddy.
I think I'm still owed one more short print by the odds.
You did not get an ornament. They screwed you out of an ornament.
Yes.
Did you get your relic?
I did. It was Eloy Jimenez.
All right.
All right. I got 2 packs to go here. And then you guys can vote. Oh, why couldn't that be a junior short?
While you're doing that, I got the Lou Bob, the Mookie, base short prints. I don't know what my best card would be. Metallic Snowflakes, Abrams, Duran Stott.
All right, if it's not in this last pack, my guess is I missed it.
Yeah, go back through.
Usually you're guaranteed 119 per box. The odds are 1 in 7, so you're gonna usually get 1 a box, maybe 2. All right.
I would say that box was fun. It was pretty good. 2 short prints. I tell you what, if you're resourceful, you could have gone and ripped like 20 of these the first couple days, sorted them out, listed some on eBay, made your money, kept your favorites of your team, and done pretty well. The one negative about Holiday is the long-term part of it.
I think I missed it.
I believe if you keep this sealed for a year, next Christmas, this stuff's going to be fire, dude.
Oh, that's why I missed. It was Otani.
Oh, the batting one? Yeah.
The batting one with the candy cane sleeve. That was the other SP.
Well, I would say your Otani probably just beat my best.
Well, actually, the Manny Machado Super probably beat the Otani.
You think so?
I don't know.
Value-wise?
Code 20 on that, and then code 19 on that.
I have a feeling value-wise, the Otani would be more. People just don't like Machado. He's so good.
He is good. He'll probably end up in the Hall of Fame someday.
Anthony says John 1, son of a biscuit.
So we're doing a double header tonight. So does that mean I can try to catch up in terms of winning? This is 1, so I didn't win a half a point. I got 1 full.
Dude, that's 2 in a row for you. You won last week too, so that moves you. It's 5 to 9.
5 and 9.
Yep. So that's 2 in a row. You could get back to 6 and 9 if you win this next one.
I know. I'd be almost just like Green Bay, right?
Yep.
Green Bay is 7 and 8 now and got a chance.
Eddie says John won with the SSP. Justin said John won. But thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Again, big shout out to KC Card Connection for that. Thanks for coming in and watching as usual. We're going to get into our awards here. What do you want to start with, John?
Don't know. Let's do best value first. Best value award for 2022.
2022 best value. And when we're saying best value, we're talking like low end products, lots of retail products. Obviously not high end. I wouldn't consider Bowman in there either. We're talking like low end stuff. And And here comes the chat. We got some people getting these in. We appreciate it. There's lots coming in. I love it. Thanks for the participation. There's lots of it. So you want me to start or you want to go, John?
So we wrote down honorable mention and top three. And mind you, a lot of people are mentioning one that we didn't put it in this category. We actually put it in a different category. We do agree it's a great product, one of the best, but we didn't put it in this category. So our value category, you lead us off, and then we'll go. You want me to just mention honorable mentions?
You go ahead and hit honorable mention.
All right, so I wrote down two Heritage High Number because you can pull Julio, and I think that was actually decent, and I think hobby boxes are pretty cheap. And then I wrote down Donruss Mega Boxes. I don't want to offend anybody in here, but I thought the Marvels insert in the Guaranteed Auto was pretty cool, so I thought those were pretty decent for value, but I wouldn't go any further than that on most Panini products. But I just put the Donruss Mega Boxes an honorable mention.
So I did not open you this, but I was like, wow, this product's pretty good. People are pulling some really nice stuff. The Topps Gallery Mega Boxes with the 2 autos.
Yep.
I thought for the value for 2 autos and what people were pulling, that was an amazing, amazing product. That's my number 3.
Yep.
I see a lot of people commenting on like flagship stuff, and we could kind of throw that in here, but let's stick to flagship. My next one, and we just opened it up. In the short term, Holiday at the end of the season here just like came on and crushed it. For $25 a box, this has got some great value. I think this is an amazing product to finish the year. Has everybody in it, has short print, at least a short print in every box. Has some cool stuff. For the value and for as cheap it is, what a great rip. That's number 2 for me. And then I was going back and forth with this, but after like swaying back and forth, I wish I had a hobby box, but I got rid of them. The $80 Topps Fire, they call it a hobby box. It's still a value box in my mind.
Yeah,
$80 box, dude, with the checklist and the autos. What an amazing product.
What a good value series product. I agree. And if we only could have known how good that product was when that came out on Target.com and it was available for about a day, we all should have called our friends and ordered as much as we could because the product was amazing. So that's not the most amazing product of the year, and that's not the most amazing flagship product of the year. We'll get to those in a bit. But any other value series mentions from anybody out there that we have not mentioned? I know I've seen a few. Heritage Minor League, not my product, but I did see a pretty good auto checklist come out of that. So, but yeah, what do you want to do next for awards? Do you want to do?
Let's go to this one. Like, let's talk about flagship. Let's talk about Series 1, Series 2, update series real quick. Because I think that's like, even though we don't have it in a category, people were mentioning it for value. It's kind of in its own little world. And we don't really need to, like, give it an award. We obviously know which is the best of the 3, right? It's
not even close. A lot of people dog Series 2, even though it had the SPs in it of the rookies we were chasing. Series 1 just printed way too much. I think we'd still see that at Meijer and Walmart if it wasn't for like Books A Million and other places gobbling a bit of that up and them even putting it in repacks already, which is crazy, right? It's just crazy. And it was a decent product when it came out. It just was printed way too much. If that would have been printed maybe a little bit more than update, because it's always easier to print more Series 1 because they have more time. And they really got the checklist known well in advance. I wonder what's going to happen in 2023. Are we going to see just as much printed? I don't think so. I think we're going to see actually less printed. We'll probably see gold odds, maybe like 127 packs in a blaster instead of 1 in 30. I think it was 1 in 38 or 1 in 33. I think we'll see probably on the order of like 1 in 25, 1 in 27, something like that is my guess. But I'm not a buyer.
Yeah, for some of the newer collectors, Series 1 has always been Series 1 is always they always make more Series 1 than Series 2 and update. It's just it's always been that way. But this year they went over the top. They made too much of it. They anticipated, and you know what though? There was a lot of it ripped because it was still if the market would have been like it was in the summer,
Yeah.
when that came out, it would be everywhere. I've seen a little bit of Series 1 around, but not much. Here and there I see it, but not much.
I've seen
But
some. Yeah.
you still have the opportunity to pull Wander out of Series 1. Wander Mania is still going. So, but it's number 3 of all of them. And then let's go to Series 2.
So
Series
before you get to that, John actually, not, but we're still on Series 1, but John R mentioned something in the chat that I think you're going to want to chime in on. The first edition box of Series 1. Now, that changed your life.
dude, it changed my life, man.
That
like literally.
You bought one of 7,500 boxes, and it had the best card that you could pull in it. And you only bought one box, right?
One box is all I could get.
Just one bullet, one shot, one kill, and you pulled an absolute banger. I still go back and watch that video occasionally because your reaction was so classic. Just the lead up to it, like you didn't know what was coming, but you're like,
I did not know.
Could have got more of this. But he's like, you better, if you're thinking about buying, you better go out there today and get one because when once these get open, they're going to be hard to come by. And then literally like 2 cards later, it was like,
So boom. Yeah.
So,
dude, and you know what? You even said, "Hey, this product's still on there, and for a reasonable price." The number of cards you get out of that is pretty amazing. The number of hits. I should just maybe next year when Series 1 is kicking off, I go buy one of those boxes off a Blowout and do a anniversary open because, like you said, guys, I hadn't planned on talking about that tonight, but dude, that box and that card has forever changed my life where I'm at. Not only the YouTube channel, but financially. It's going to change my house. I'm going to get my house remodeled next summer. I'm using that money to remodel my house. And outside of the money though, it's the relationships, it's the fun, it's the memories that I'm going to like. Nobody can take that away from me no matter what happens. Is every March I'm going to come back and see my Facebook memories pop up and be like, "Oh yeah, I pulled that Wander on this day." You know?
The best way to watch that video, by the way, Brett, don't hate me for saying this. Watch it in half speed and watch it in 2x speed. It changes everything. It's amazing. I showed it to other people. I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch this reaction. Now let me slow it down for you. And then you can listen to it. And then I'm gonna speed it up and you listen to it again. Changes everything. It changes everything.
Oh god, that's funny. I just did. Like I said, I hadn't planned on talking about that, and I don't want to go too long. But like, I was at school one day, and my friend sends me a message, and my phone. I never use Twitter, like never. I just don't use it. I every now and then I look, but I don't use it. He goes, "Dude, you're on Twitter," and all of a sudden, my phone just starts like I'm getting notifications, like hundreds of them, like bang, 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 and that's when Barstool had a link to my Twitter,
wow.
and I'm like, what the heck? So I mean,
wow, they started blowing you up.
That's did blow me up. It was wild, but that was fun. Talk about this. That Wander Mania will be a year I never forget, and then obviously we're all chasing J-Rod Mania to finish the year. I don't know if that J-Rod Platinum's been pulled yet.
I don't think it has. I think it's in the box right here.
I hope, dude, could Casey Card Connection, if it's in here, he'd be like, what the?
No, probably not. But I tell you what, that would be an amazing end to the year if you had a J-Rod 1 of 1 in this live stream. That would be icing on the cake.
Oh my God.
You would never live that down. Yeah, any more on flagship awards? We need to do an order because I think we actually have a top 3.
Yeah. Let's do like Series 2. It's obviously it goes third is Series 1, 2 is Series 2. Series 2, I think, has some, like, I found 30 hanger boxes the other day at a store of Series 2. And I want to buy them, but I know I'm going to open them. But I believe the play is to keep it sealed. And that J Rod short print that's in there, that product, if J Rod does Griffey things, those Series 2 boxes are going to be worth a ton.
Well, no doubt. Oh, no doubt. I wish I would have kept my hobby boxes sealed. And I bought a jumbo at the National, and I did the wrapper redemption on it of Series 2. And unfortunately, I had to open it. Like at that point, I pulled some decent stuff, but I still have yet to pull a short print of anybody. But my jumbo was okay. I pulled a home field advantage card and a pretty decent auto. So if you guys want to watch, it's on my channel. It's like one of my first videos ever. Very, very low production quality, and I really didn't know how to do great intros at that point. So go check it out.
Dude, we don't know what O'Neal Cruz is going to do. If O'Neal Cruz plays well too, that becomes a really good product. I don't think it's a bad product by any means.
Yeah, I agree.
There's there's the Bobby Witt short print in there too. I mean, there's
the Torque and CJ Abrams, right?
Yeah, it's just they're tough pulls, right? And
about one per case.
It reminds me of Series 2 from 2018, where he had the Cunha and the Gleyber Torres short prints, and that product didn't have a lot of rookies, but it was worth a ton because of the possibility of pulling the bat down. Yep. So, and then obviously we get to the monster. This is in the running for.
I forgot about one player before we move on. Spencer Strider. I know we got pitchers, but Spencer Strider was in that product, and he was out of another couple products, but Spencer Strider was a pretty cool prospect as well. Go ahead.
So then we get into Update Series, which is the clear king of this year. This is number 1 of flagship, the clear king. This is in the running for the product of the year. We'll get to that in a little bit. Yep. But what an amazing product. We could go on about, I think we've talked about this enough the last month. Everybody knows how good this product is.
Yeah, so regarding flagship, we put the top 3 from the Topps name flagship. Do we put Bowman in there, the first version of Bowman? I think we ought to potentially put that into the flagship category because it is a very classic product. Yeah. That to me that's one I'm sitting on a lot of sealed product with that I haven't opened. I opened a fair amount of it, and some of that's going to grading finally. And who could forget the parking lot rip with the Elly De La Cruz auto and right around the 4th of July on your channel. You got a thing on your channel for pulling massive pulls at the spur of a moment. So, but yeah, I would put Bowman. Now, a great thing to find out would be if in 2023 early, are any of these guys that are currently like in the 2022 Bowman first class, other than Oswaldo Cabrera, going to end up in the majors? Because that product could be really good in 2 years. Yeah.
And so like, here's where I'd love to chat. If you're going to pick between the Bowmans this year, 2022 Bowman, 2022 Bowman Chrome, or 2022 Bowman Draft, which is the best Bowman? That one of the things that hurts me is I do have some Chrome still sitting here. It has the rookies in there, which kind of, in my mind, puts it in the running in flagship because you got the rookies and the Bowman. I'm not going to open Bowman Draft. It's just, dude, it's too expensive. I don't want to open one box. But again, we'll get to the product of the year. For a while, 2022 Bowman Megas was my product of the year.
Yes.
And I think 2022 Bowman is pretty amazing. But that's on my list for product of the year. No spoilers. But
so I think that covers flagship awards. So I think we could say update 1A, and I think Bowman flagship Bowman 1B.
Yeah. Hey guys, as we were doing, John, as we were doing kind of getting ready for this episode, I just pulled up the calendar and the releases. I mean, dude, from, I mean, there's Gold Label hasn't come out. Bowman's Best hasn't come out. Uh,
Finest.
Transcendent, we'll talk about that. Finest hasn't come out. I mean, we haven't even talked about Archives, Gypsy Queen, Allen and Ginter, Stadium Club. There's just so
Stadium
much stuff out
Chrome.
there. Bowman Chrome X.
Yeah.
There's just, dude, there's so much. It's wild, man.
Yeah, a lot of those don't make the list. It's not something we've opened. We don't open a lot of high-end stuff on our channels. So we kind of we're not breakers, so we don't break a lot of product, but that for us, we kind of stick to the stuff we can open for the enjoyment of it. All right, what do you want to do next for awards? You want to go to the trash bag awards? You want to do that second to last because we still need to cover product of the year, hidden gems, and trash bag awards.
Let's go hidden gems.
Okay.
Let's go hidden gems.
All right, so hidden gems. I'll give you one. I don't think we have these in any particular order. Finest flashbacks. I thought with J-Rod and Julio in that product and autos were decent pull rates, I don't know, like one in every 4 boxes and a decent number of parallels. I thought that was a pretty good product. Don't know if it holds a ton of long-term value, but it was a fun product to open. So I put finest flashbacks in the hidden gems category.
Yeah.
What do you got?
The one that really stuck out to me, and again, Brooklyn Collection. This product is hot. It's a little more expensive, but it's $150 for 2 autos. And this doubled in price. This is one that I wasn't even thinking about. And it's just like, I mean, what would you rather have? This product or Topps Chrome Sapphire for $100 more than this?
Yeah.
2 autos. No autos in Sapphire. And your pull rates are not good, man. Full checklist. That checklist is fire.
Good call on the Brooklyn Collection. I missed that one. I kind of wish I could have gone back and bought one when they were 150 because I think now they're like double that. So, oh well. And then the third one that we have, and I know there's a couple others mentioned, Cosmic Chrome. Neither of us bought that product, but actually turned out to be pretty good. For all the Topps Chrome products, there's another one coming. I promise you, we did not forget about the other one. You guys already know what it's going to be. But Cosmic Chrome was a hidden gem, I think, that we completely overlooked just because priorities. We just were chasing other things.
I totally missed it. I mean, who would have thought if you're putting Cosmic Chrome up against Topps Chrome and Topps Chrome Update, Cosmic Chrome is clearly better than the other two. Clearly.
Yeah, quality control was better. Pull rates were better. And just the fun factor was way better.
Looks cool. It's got great pulls. I mean, that was a hidden gem. And I'm sure we're missing some. Guys, we appreciate your comments because me and John, even between me and John, we can't open everything, man. Like, I would love to open up Archives and Gypsy Queen and Heritage and Allen Ginter and Gold Label and go down the list, but it's crazy how much stuff is out there. I mean, and that's the low end stuff. Series 1, Series 2, Update, Bowman Chrome, Bowman Mega. I mean, that doesn't include the high end stuff. I mean, we haven't even touched on that. Let's talk a little bit about high end stuff. You want to talk about just briefly?
We can talk about high end stuff. A couple people mentioned. Now I don't think it was the same person twice, but a couple of people mentioned Archives in general. The Archives hobby box, not the Archives with the auto, but the Archives hobby. I think had 2 on card autos. Actually, that wasn't bad. That was also a pretty good product. Had J-Rod in it. I think you could pull J-Rod. I almost would have put Gypsy Queen in that category a little bit if you get it for the right price because of 2 on-card autos and decent pull rates. But I think Archives was probably better. And, so good call on that one. But, yeah, high-end stuff. Go ahead and start us out with high-end.
Another one with the hidden gems is Stadium Club. Great product. Very affordable and lots of good pulls. But high-end stuff, like I just made a list of some of the high-end stuff. Bowman Sapphire, was an amazing 2022 Bowman Sapphire was amazing. I opened up a couple boxes. Great product. You have 2022 Topps Chrome Sapphire, which in my opinion is a letdown without the autograph this year and the huge checklist. Bowman Sterling triple threads look so cool this year. Definitive Diamond Icons Tier 1. I mean, so many. And then the one, I haven't seen anything about this. Um, and I'm gonna miss it because usually Cheap Fun Breaks and Houdini on Christmas Eve
Mm,
open up Transcendent, the $25,000 cases, which have you know cut autographs and the framed autographs of not just baseball players but presidents and his lots of history. And then, dude, that product is going to be the king of all of them this year because if that has all the rookies from this year, Wander, Julio,
mm-hmm.
Bobby Witt, and all the other dudes to go with that amazing stuff, those cases might be $40,000 this year.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's I hope that they have those out because usually New Year's Eve, like late when I'm up late, I'll throw on Cheap Fun Breaks and watch that. Have you ever seen them open those cases?
I only when you mentioned it did I go tune in, and I agree they're very fun to watch because they're so loaded. Like I forget what it was, but it's like what was it like the case or something that has like 50 cards in it or something.
It
It's
yeah,
an
it has like a
unbelievable amount of cards, and then you're looking at them; they're all autos and they're all low numbered, and it's just amazing.
yeah. There's a whole case that sits in there with 50 autographs, all framed autographs, all numbered. With there's a one and one in all of them, and then there's a complete set, and then there's like one-on-one superfractors in every box, like on the side, and then there's that huge framed. And dude, those are rare, and it's a sick opening. Like last year, I think it was like $400 a spot to get in it, which I
Yeah.
didn't get it. I just like watching. It's so cool. But I hope they have those out again. I haven't seen any info on them.
I'm
But
saving it for tomorrow night. No, I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
But high end, dude, I have a lot of respect for the guys who do the high end stuff, who spend their money and they go balls to the wall. And you could hit a monster and you could lose some massive money in a hurry. But it's called Topps Transcendent. Topps Transcendent is I know there was Bowman Transcendent that came out, but I haven't seen Topps Transcendent. So let's get into our next one. I've been rambling on too much.
Yeah, so we got two more awards left. Trash bag awards, which we don't want to do that last. We want to do product of
No.
the year last. So we'll go into trash bag awards. This one's probably pretty obvious. I want to before we get into the winners of the trash bag awards, let's throw a couple other on the fire of trash bag awards. Flagship, we talked about Flagship already, but I think the sheer amount of Series 1 that was printed has to put that in a trash bag award. Just it's so hard to pull stuff. It was impossible. You had blasters with no numbered cards in it. Like one out of every 3 boxes was way too bad. And then I'd throw Heritage in there as well, just because it's not my thing, but looking back at it, it probably wasn't that great of a product, and they printed a lot of it. And I remember my hobby shop at one point, they were selling the boxes when they first came out for $100. And then they were like, oh, you can buy it again. It's 110 or 120. And I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Now I think they're like $65. So all that product got ripped and it still lost half the value. So that just goes to show you how crazy it was back in March of 2022, even though that wasn't the peak of the market. But for 2022, that kind of was the peak. Wander Mania was the peak. So why don't we get you can lead us in for the ultimate trash bag awards of the year. Pretty obvious, but let's go ahead and get into it.
So I combined it. I have no idea how Fanatic / Topps drop Chrome is king. Chrome is king. It should be the premier product of the year every year. And not only did you screw up Topps Chrome, you botched Topps Chrome Update. So I just put them into one. Topps Chrome Update, Topps Chrome, total trash bags. stamp of approval, trash bag year award as one. I'm so disappointed because Chrome should be king, and they dropped the ball so bad.
Ooh, we totally missed a product that neither of us opened. Somebody, Lon just mentioned it. Pristine.
Christine.
I did not buy that product at all. That's a great call. How did we miss that?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
How did we miss this award for product? That's a hidden gem. And it might even be in the running for product of the year, but neither of us have any experience with it because neither of us bought a box. So, but yeah, I agree. Update the flagship update or a Chrome update and update Chrome, or yeah, you get what I'm saying. Chrome and Chrome update. Come on, John, get it out. Both were so bad. Even though they try to make up for it with discounts now on Update Chrome and they silver packs on Chrome Hobby. When that first came out, they were trying to get $300 a box. And I forget what they are now, but now it's like $130, $135 a box for just regular Chrome. And then the centering issues on Chrome Update. For the life of me, I cannot believe that Top/Fanatics botched those both openings so bad. I had a theory, and I could make a video about it, but I'll mention it now. I don't know if anybody has the same thoughts, but supply chain. I have a theory that whomever makes the Panini Chrome cards, whether it be Select or Prism or Optic, is the same supplier that made Update Chrome and probably the same supplier that made Chrome. I might be wrong, but there's only so many places out there that can print Chrome stock. The fact that they were all off-centered like the same way, no matter who was making the card, they're all off-centered. It makes me think that the same supplier made all of them and they didn't give a crap. And nobody called them on it. So we'll see if that gets fixed in 2023. But man, I don't know how you can botch those products so bad.
I mean, I graded so many 2018 Chrome and Chrome update cards, all 10. Like my last PSA order, I think it was 18 or 19 Ohtani update cards. 18 and 19 came back 10s. Mm-hmm. I graded Tatis update cards from Chrome and update. Came back great. I can't tell you how many cards I graded from 2020 of Lou Bob and Bo Bichette and all that, and Jordan. Come back 10s. And you're right. Whatever they're doing now, so bad. It's so disappointing that they dropped the ball on both these products. I mean, they can never go back because those two products could have been, you could put a case away and they could be $10,000 cases one day with dude, you have some amazing players. I don't know what a case of 2018 is going for these days with Ohtani in it, and Soto of Chrome. Like, I haven't looked. But this product could have been loaded, either one of them, and they screwed them both up. It's frustrating, man. I watch a 10-case break on Filth Bombs. And there's some good stuff coming out, but dude, when you see 10 cases coming out and the pull rate, there's one pull per box, and some of them are hit, and there's a lot of autographs and update. To be fair, people are kind of like bashing Chrome Update with the sticker autos, but it's always been sticker autos for Chrome Update. It just that's how it's been.
I think the reason for that would be the timing. They have to come out with it so late, and then they have to get the cards printed and made and sent out to everybody, and then get them back. And it's just logistically they could never do it unless they delayed it, and it's just too many things have to go right there. So I totally get that sticker autos are like a staple of Chrome Update.
But man, the buyback kind of saved Chrome in a little way. And then Stu made a comment. Are they going to do a buyback for Chrome Update? Let's freaking hope they do.
Let's hope. Let's really hope that they buy back like Rookie of the Year or something, like NL and AL Rookie of the Year, and buy those cards back. Although I don't think Michael Harris is in the product. So, but
they kind of
was so.
they made it up to the people who were bought them in cases and took the
Yes.
$20 off a box because they released it. But plain and simple, so disappointing.
It's
Trash
very
bag award.
disappointing. That is our trash bag award of the year. Don't and I other than that, we didn't mention a lot of Panini products, but it's not our thing. I would put all of those products, especially Prism, and even though pull rates were a little better, it's just the cards don't look very appealing to me, and we don't want to talk about that. So
Hey,
I'm
before
ready
you
to
go
move
on,
on.
John, before you move on, Chris donated $5. He says, I'm about my value. My favorite of 2022 are Bowman Blasters and Topps Chrome Update. Hobby's overrated. Got a Witt Junior Chrome Green Auto Redemption on 99 on retail. Wow, what a pull. Thank you so much for that, buddy. Chris, congrats on that. I mean, that's what's crazy is I've seen some huge pulls out of Chrome with like the Julio autos, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It just still gets my trash bag award.
Chris C says everybody should get $40 off a box. I don't know what the floor on that. You would say it's a hobby box. Put it in air quotes. It's really not. It's a glorified mega box, 2.5 mega boxes. What's the floor on that? I mean, is that probably like $85?
I didn't think it'd go under 120, and now we're talking it might be $75 a box.
I think it's going to be like the Platinum Anniversary was, where it was $150 to start, and then now you can get those for like $80.
That's another product that we forgot, even though it wasn't a 2022 product, but it came out in 2022.
It's a fun
Imagine if that Platinum University or Platinum Anniversary had the rookie class of this year in it. How hot that would be!
Yes,
That was a cool
totally
product.
agree. Totally
But
agree. I actually forgot now that you mentioned that we're talking about that. I forgot to put two things in my grading order. I have the Witt and the Julio. They're not base cards, but I got them at the National. They're the 1952 throwback on a very thick card stock. I've got they printed only a few of them. I was going to send those in. I forgot to add them to
you
the
can go
order.
back and edit that before you do.
I should do that tomorrow.
Yeah, make sure you do it. Get it in. I don't know what time that is, but you want to get to our
Product of the year and then do the box
product
review?
of the year, baby. Everybody in the chat, what was your product of the year? I've seen a bunch of people commenting their favorites. What's your favorite product of the year, guys?
Yeah, I don't know. We don't want a lot of dead silence, but we have 3 on our list. We were consensus in the order, so it's not there was not a fight going into this live stream. I think you guys are all going to mention them unless you mention a higher end product. But yeah, so you want to start us off with number 3, Brett?
Number 3 coming up, man. 2022 Bowman, amazing product, amazing checklist. Lots of dudes coming up through the ranks. So we have that at number 3. 2022, whether it's blaster boxes, mega boxes, hobby boxes, 2022 Bowman is amazing.
Yeah, I think that one in years to come will be even more amazing. 86 or 88 first Bowmans that were in that product. The product was amazing. I think overall Bowman across the board, even Bowman Chrome this year was not bad. But yeah, I agree. That belongs in the top 3 for product of the year. I'll mention number 2. These are really hard to say number 1, hard to say number 2. They're all good, right? Both of us agreed Topps Update belonged in the number 2 spot. And then you know what's going to be number 1, but we put it as number 2 because pull rates are good and the cards are good, but the pull rates weren't great and the SP rates weren't great. And so when we saw Brett open 2 cases of the next product on his channel, that's when you know it was a good product. So Update for us was number 2 for product of the year. Very hard decision not to put it number 1. It is the lowest price point. I think it's a fun rip and it's a fun hold. And anything else to say, Brett?
Dude, it's what a year it's been, man. And our product of the year.
Product of the year was a surprise because had I not woken up one morning, I think back in October around my birthday, and watched the YouTube video and watched the short and looked at the odds in the back of the box and saw that you could pull guaranteed almost 2 numbered cards per mega box. Logo Fractor. I don't know how Topps did it, but that product was amazing. All the right players were in there. You had a realistic chance of pulling them. It's a fun product. It's only 10 cards that matter. The buyback program made it even better, but everything about that product is so fun. I only wish I could have bought more of it, because I would have loved to open an entire case like you did. And if I would have gone back and done it all over again, I would have bought none of certain other products and bought a case of that product. And yeah, even at $100 a box, that product is still fun. I saw DGen Rips. I don't know if you watch his stuff, but he opened a Logo Fractor. He got it from his LCS. He pulls a Pete Alonso on-card auto and 2 parallels. One of them, I think, was a rookie. So the product was so fun. Striker opened up on his channel until he hit an SP, and then he opened a lot, right? And just everything about that product was amazing. I wish they'd do more products like that, but I don't know how they got that one right amongst all the other Chrome disasters.
Dude, I remember I didn't even know what the frick it was. I was like, I am not buying Logo Fractor. I don't care what it is. And then you sent me that video. I watched a video on my car on the way to work. You're giving me the odds, and I'm like, dude, this has the it factor. Like, it's chrome. It looks cool. It's shiny. And then you're getting 2 to 3 hits out of each box for $50. And somebody even mentioned that could be a high-end product, but when you got it for retail at $50, that's a great value. I was paying $50 for the Bowman Megas.
Well,
so,
imagine this: you're paying $50 right now for Update Chrome, with almost no chance at a parallel, like 1 in every 3 boxes. Cards that are way off center. And yes, there's 50 cards in there, or 40 cards instead of the 10 cards that really matter in Logo Fractor. But the small batch Logo Fractor cards, they executed them very well. The quality control was very good on those. 10s are very possible on those cards, and they just look really eye-catching. I've never seen anything like that. I mean, I know Panini did a version of that on Prism back in 2013 with their logo or the NBA logo or something on the card. But whoever thought of that idea, great idea. Can't wait to see what you guys think of next.
It has everything we wanted. It has everything we wanted this year. Hits, value for $50, print run, which was way low. The buyback made it more valuable. And I forgot, I'd have to go back and really think, even the base cards, dude, somebody get on eBay right now and pull up a 2022 Topps Chrome Logo Fractor PSA 10 Albert Pujols. I bet you that card's $100. I'm just guessing. Dude, even you could grade base veterans out of that set and still it had everything for me, and it was clear. Even towards the end of the year, dude, I really like this product. I think people on my channel understand how much I like this product, because I'm going to keep opening it. This product has amazing value. But if I could go back and take everything right here and turn it into Logo Fractor, I would do it right now.
I would take everything I bought leading up to Logo Fractor, turn it into Logo Fractor. Oh, man, I would take the $1,200 I spent at the National on Giannis rookie and some Steph Curry stuff and buy Logo Fractor, because it was that good. So yeah, I don't want to belabor the point we're trying to make, but I think we're not all in consensus, but most of us agree that was the best product that baseball had to offer this year, and it, other than Update, really wasn't even close.
It just, man, dude, it came out of nowhere too.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was amazing. It's gonna be a time I never forget as well this year, dude. 2022, what an amazing year, though. I mean, there were some great products. like from top to bottom. And again, imagine if Topps would have pulled out. If they would have executed on Topps Chrome and Topps Chrome Update, it would have been like major, major.
I also want you to imagine that in maybe a year or two's time from here, and I wish it happened already, but that we were having Topps Chrome logo fractor NBA logos on them or NFL logo. Oh my
Man,
God.
yeah,
Those would look
dude,
so sick. Those would
real
be
sick.
amazing. Amazing. So that day is coming. Hopefully they don't screw it up. But we are going to wait in anticipation. I know you open mostly baseball, but man, I can't wait for Topps to make flagship basketball again.
Yeah, and that's one thing. Like, I mean, now that we're done with our awards per se, um, the one thing that I saw, I mean, Panini, they just destroyed Panini like Prism Retail.
They
They destroyed it.
everything.
Yeah,
Panini is destroying anything in their wake. They don't give a crap, and they're printing everything. Absolute. Have you seen anybody? And I've watched at least 24 boxes open. Have you seen anybody pull a Kaboom yet out of retail?
no,
Like
absolute. People are getting crushed.
it, they get. I would rather buy a Topps holiday box.
Dude, yeah.
It's sad, and we didn't even touch. We'll maybe save it for a regular episode, but just the chasing of players that have only won like 5 games in their career, and next you're paying auto prices for them like they're Steph Curry. What are you doing?
Yeah, people are.
That's
insane.
crazy.
I hope Fanatics buys Panini, and I hope they run it like Topps, where you start getting the odds on boxes. And like Prism Football this year, I was buying Prism Football when I could off of Target, and in preparation, I opened some of it, but I wanted to trade it for Chrome because I thought the football would be worth more than Chrome. I could, turn a mega box of Prism Football into a hobby box
Mhm.
of Topps Chrome Baseball, right? Because I thought it was going to be hard to get the way it was going. And then, dude, when your best pull is a refractor or
Pallets of
Prism,
Absolute at BJ's. I'd
but
just like to take a picture of that. The GP collector. I want to see a BJ's with pallets of. That sounds. Yeah, I will not be buying any of that product. I will not be buying any 2022 football products. I'm going to stick to my guns on that one. I don't care how much hype there is around Brock Purdy. I don't care if he wins the Super Bowl. He probably won't. But I say that he probably will. But anyway, I still won't buy it.
no, it's dude, guys, you're gonna see freaking football products this year in 2023 on the retail shelves. These poor vendors, are gonna have nowhere to put this football stuff.
Yeah,
it's just gonna stack up. I mean, it's already starting to stack up.
Well, unless Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that right. or
other than that, it's gonna sit. If they lose in the first round and he goes back to the bench, then all bets are off.
Or they put it on clearance for $15 a box. Like,
yeah.
I mean, dude, you have Myers by you. It was buy one get one half off at Meijer, and all that football's still on shelf.
It's still sitting. Yeah, nobody's touching.
Sitting.
Even at buy one get one half off.
Yeah, buy one get one half off, guys, at Myers, and it's still sitting. All the baseball stuff sold out.
Yeah,
during that time,
except Chrome. Chrome.
Yeah, it's still expensive.
Yeah, that's still expensive.
Well, let me ask you this. Okay, so now that we're over, somebody mentioned they had a case of Logo Fractor stacked away. When is the deadline for the Judge and Goldschmidt buyback?
March.
I don't know, man. I personally feel like with the possibility of pulling those out of that product, that you open it up and try to pull a big card. I know that product sealed is still worth. You'd have to do some math in terms of that, but I mean, dude, those base packs you can pull out of 40 boxes, a handful of Goldschmidts and Judges, and not to
You
mention
see,
the logo
Justin,
fractor stuff.
Justin EDC says there's a Brock Purdy Mosaic auto on eBay right now with 40 minutes to go, and it's $600.
That's crazy.
That's a sticker. You can buy a Steph Curry auto right now, and not all of them, but you can buy a Steph Curry auto right now, a sticker for under $1,000. Why are you buying a Brock Purdy one for near the same money? That's crazy. That's come on. That's crazy. What are we doing?
That is crazy, man. But
the guy's won 5 games. I know San Francisco's a good team. I know they got a championship defense, a great running game. I could digress here. I want to make a video about it on my channel. There's so much I want to say on that topic. I said it all here, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
All right.
I'm gonna make a video, and I know Neo Cards and Comics is gonna talk about that on his Sunday weekly review. I watched that as well. So, yeah. What are we doing? That's nuts. Anyway, it's update time.
Hey man, one of the products of the year right here. We're doing it. We want to give a big shout out to KC Car Connection. It linked in the chat, link in the description. Check out his channel, hit the subscribe button.
The greatest magic trick would have been if the ornament was inside of this box.
John did not get an ornament.
I'm not a magician, but that would have been amazing if it would have been inside that box and be like, woo, look at that. All right. I don't know. We want to do the relic last. Probably doesn't matter.
I like doing my relic first because the chance of it being auto are not good. And if you're a striker, you can pull a 10 out of 10 Julio. I'm doing relic first.
All right. Let's see here.
If John can make a comeback.
Well, I could be 6-9 at the end of this episode. So
Bobby Witt base.
Nothing in the first pack. J-Rob to the MLB.
Aaron Bummer just keeps following me around in parallels. Blue. And I have an Eloy Jimenez numbered to 299 black. That looks nice for the White Sox. So the relic's numbered.
That's going to be
a really
numbered cards.
Eloy Jimenez had a really nice second half last year. So White Sox pack, Lou Bob. If you go looking at Eloy's second half of the year, he had a huge second half of the year hitting the ball.
Well, that pack was a dud. I must be coming out of big packs because the first 2 packs have been duds.
We've had a couple people coming on here. It was Justin said he's switching football cards solely to baseball this year. I think you're going to see more of that this year. I know Eddie was strictly football, and he opened up. Optic Football was a really good product this year.
Yeah, actually, that was with the hits in it. Downtown pull rates weren't that bad.
He is on the update train, and he has pulled some fire. I'm going to do a video, guys, of the cards Eddie subbed and I subbed, and wow,
Lucius Fox Blue, the rookie.
Not bad, not bad.
Not horrible. I pulled like 6 purples. I didn't send any of the Bryson Stott purples to PSA.
No.
I have 6 of them.
So far, no number, no short print. That Eloy is probably my best card, and a Bobby Witt base.
I don't have any numbered cards or a short print yet. Keep thinking maybe I missed one, but I got a J-Rod base. $5 card.
Suzuki base.
Julio rookie debut. All right. Eduardo Rodriguez. He's nobody special. All right, I got 3 packs to go. I don't have a numbered card.
Me too. I don't either. Oh, well, I got a numbered card.
Relic. Yeah.
But usually there's a numbered card in these or a short print. Hopefully one of us pulls a bomb.
We're going to be down to like second to last pack mojo on this one before I pull anything. This box has been kind of not so great so far.
Mine too.
PC
This
card
is
collection. I really appreciate it, man. Can't thank you.
Yeah, dude.
Dono on those boxes. These are usually really good, and we still got 2 packs to go.
I'm down to my last. I got a gold in this pack. I got a gold. Finally got a number card. Here we go.
All right. Good luck.
The last time we did this, pulled a Julio gold that one night out of a blaster, baby. Come on. One time. I think this one might win it, buddy.
Stephen Kwan.
It's a pretty good card.
Stephen
Stephen Kwan, rookie gold. It's a pretty good card. I would probably sub that to PSA.
All right, I got a gold coming up.
He's got a gold. He's got to beat a Kwan gold.
What position does Witt play?
Outfield.
Is he an outfielder? Oh, man. What a troll. Kyle Isbell, gold. What a
Oh,
troll.
he's shortstop.
All right, I'm down to my final pack. It's got the relic in it. Maybe it has something else in it. I don't know. What's that? Got a black gold. All right, let's find out what's in this one. Romo, Ladillo.
No short print in this one. In the big stack of stars, the MLB, baby.
Bo Bichette. All right, so you probably won because I think a Kwan Gold probably beats either of these 2 cards. Lucius Fox Blue and a Julio base. I mean, there's some other stuff in here, but nothing crazy. And
Reading the chat. We got a lot of chat coming in. Sterling is fire.
unless I missed,
Shortstop and third base. I think I took that one, John. That box was pretty good. KC Card Connection. Thank you again for the amazing boxes of Holiday and Update. You was so generous.
okay.
We had a good run of people in here tonight. 94 people.
Yeah, this was a great episode. Really appreciate everybody tuning in and commenting. And just making sure I didn't miss anything, like in advanced stats, because they weren't flipped over. So
Yeah, the advanced stats are tough to find.
yeah, because usually they're flipped over, but the gold was not flipped over, so I could have missed it.
From the chat, did you open anything this year that we missed? I mean, dude, there are so many products. So many products. I wish I could open every single product every week. And the Fury, the one product that I think could be an amazing product to finish the year is Bowman's Best. And I haven't heard anything of when it's releasing, any price points, but Bowman's Best could be dude, it's going to have Julio, Bobby, Wander rookie cards and autographs.
We even have like Adley Rushman, and I don't know if it'll save it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna have prospect autos. It could have that. Chris says February maybe.
Green.
Topps Finest. People love Topps Finest. I think Topps Finest is a great product. That's another one that hasn't come out that could end up making. I still don't think they're gonna beat Logo Fractor, but it could be in the running to make that list. Leaf Lumber was cool. I mean, dude, that's another thing. We didn't even talk about there's lots of cool products out there. Real cool products.
Definitely.
Outside of Tops, Top we I've always been more of a Tops Bowman kind of guy, but I have opened up Museum Collection. That's been brought up a lot. Museum Collection was really good this year too. I just didn't open any. Um, I don't know, man. Should we kick the year off? Should we kick the year off with something cool? John, should I open a Brooklyn Collection
Right now?
right now?
What am I going to do?
Just
Swatch?
cheer me on.
I got 2 hanger boxes.
No,
While you're
no.
doing that, I got 2 hanger boxes sitting over there. I'm going to go grab them.
All right, I'm gonna open this while you're doing that, and then you open some hangers. Guys, have a safe New Year. This is for the people who are still watching, who've hung in there through the amateur hour. See if we can dig the cleats in and see if John and I can hit a bomb.
Two more hangers. Let's see what wins, the Brooklyn Collection box or 2 hangers.
Dude, I tell you what, I'd be disappointed if the update won on this. My God, the odds. You're a betting guy? What would the odds be? What would you have to actually make a bet on this?
Not good. The odds would not be good that this would win. I think I saw red.
The Brooklyn Collection.
I think I might have Mother's Day in here. If I pull a banger of a Mother's Day, then yeah, this wins. I'm not.
All right.
So. Did I see that right?
Let's see what you get here, John. I can't believe I'm opening this.
Oh shit!
Not doing this is one I'd do a separate video, but
I just saw
this is for the people who have stuck around. Unbelievable, baby.
Well, if people have been loving your videos here the last couple of days, you've been opening 20 update hangers here and 40 there. And you're like,
all right, Suzuki base, John, on the top.
Cool.
Who's the next one?
Aaron Judge.
Judge, jury, the executioner.
Aaron.
Any trout's a good trout.
Gore.
Anything good in your first hanger, buddy?
I got 2 backwards cards. Red.
I'll let you get through your first one.
Oh my god, that's got to be a short print. Is that the? All right, I got Pedro Martinez short print.
Yeah, that's an SP. So we got an SP.
And I got a Kenley Jansen orange. That was the one that I thought was red at first. And I've got a CJ Abrams black gold. Looking really good on the back. And that, just make sure I didn't miss the Soto. I have to go back through that later. Got the Abrams again. All right, yeah, hanger number 1 had a short print and a Kenley Jansen orange.
Here we go. This one's pretty nice. Not an autograph, but a red Royce Lewis out of 5.
That's cool.
Man, that's a nice looking card. Royce Lewis, number 4 out of 5.
All right, my last box, Mojo. Did you get to your autos yet?
The autos are coming up after this. I saw the back auto. I'm hoping.
I got a relic in this one.
Oh my gosh. I saw Seattle Mariners and was like, OMG. Edgar Martinez.
Ah.
Not Julio. Dude, that would have been Julio. And then the last autograph is a rookie, Nick Lodolo.
All right.
But that was a solid box. Dude, a red out of 5 is pretty sick. Pretty good box. This stuff is amazing, dude. Pretty amazing. I mean, and it had, dude, the base cards are Harper number card, Trout, Judge, and Suzuki. That was a cool box. That stuff's amazing. Holy crap.
All right.
Wood says, keep it going. I'm going to save that last box for, I was going to do those two boxes as like one video.
I gotta fill the dead air, right? This is like a radio station.
What you got?
I got a. It's Brandon Crawford. Thought maybe it was somebody better.
Brandon Crawford.
Congratulations, Major League Materials, Brandon Crawford.
Bowman Brett says, you're always positive.
Diaz.
Hey,
Okay. George Kirby got the Julio 87. Cool.
So,
And that's pretty much it.
couple hangers. They're not a massive banger, but they're still
Mhm.
fun.
All right. That'll do it. Have to go back and sort through those later. All right.
Well, you want to wrap it up, big dog?
We can wrap it up. We've been going for almost an hour and a half. People are probably like tired. I'm going to go eat their dessert or something or prepare for New Year's. Everybody be safe tomorrow. Have a great New Year's. Enjoy yourselves. If you drink, have fun, but don't drink and drive.
Get somebody to drive you, man.
Get somebody to drive you. And yeah, enjoy yourselves. Have a happy New Year, everybody. We'll see you on the next episode of Batter Up sometime in the new year. And I promise you will not be disappointed by our guest. It's going to be amazing. We're not going to spill the beans on this one. We're going to keep the suspense rolling. But Brett, you want to take us out?
Yep. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Until next time. Peace.
Take care, everybody. Have a great night.